And just thinking of that is the craziness hasn't stopped.
August, September, October, November.
Just 5 months left. Yeah. So it's pretty serious, you know. Being grown up and understanding that life just goes fast when you're busy is really what you
time flies when you're having fun, but are we having fun?
No, we're not. We're just preoccupied, and this is not fun because man, crazy things are happening. For me, it really feels like a lot of, you know, we've had pandemic, but a lot of tragic things have happened as well. Yeah, I mean, for me then, because here in the Ghanaian community, for instance, well, you know, I come from the Ghanaian community, more the Hague side. In May, a young guy was stabbed, 17 years old. In June, a 31-year-old committed suicide. And then some weeks ago, a 6-year-old drowned, you know, and it came on the news and everything. And, you know, for me, when I look at my timeline, I feel like all of these young people, 18-year-old and stuff, are just yeah, and it's quite shocking to even talk about. But for me, it feels that on top of the pandemic is like it's scattering all over this year. It's quite intense.
Well, yeah, I mean, 2021 was going to be a hectic year from the jump. So yeah, we get exactly what we expected.
Yeah,
but somehow we had hoped that by the end of the year things will
be gone, right?
Yeah, it will be gone. Things will be back to normal. It will be eased down. But we have 5 months to either make that reality true, or it's going to be another 2022.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I think, you know, also that topic of mental health is going to become real, like really real.
With a year like this, it has to.
It has to.
Yeah.
It's even an interesting article that I run up to that even on the continent, a lot of entrepreneurs that have startups in Nigeria have suffered from a lot of burnouts.
Oh.
So yeah, I'm gonna read that one after we've done that. But that is quite interesting. So even on the continent, because one thing is, you know, in my work, you know, speaking to people that often travel, doing entrepreneurship, outsiders envy Africans because of the fact that we can go through that much craziness and still have this happy, you know, thing. Whereas in Europe, you still have a good savings to purchase a new car, but you're not happy, you know. You know what I mean? And for, you know, for an outsider coming to the continent is like, well, these people have so little and, you know, still rejoice. It's something that they envy. And you often also hear it from the Afro-Surinamese when they say, you know, how we celebrate and festivals and our food, they envy us. You know what I mean? So to hear of cases on the continent, burnouts and stuff like that, I'm like, man, we need to talk about this. Seriously.
Where's that coming from?
I know, right?
Yeah.
I know. So before we go into the news flash, I have something totally random. I talked to Slim about it. This is the first day that I've ran over a bird.
You. So
I think one is caught up in the grill of my car. Like seriously.
Wow.
I was driving on the highway and I saw already, you know, these kind of birds, I don't know what their name is, but they come in packs. Like they're always together. They're around Schiphol. Like when you clap their hands, they all of a sudden see them flying, you know, that those birds. I don't know, it's not the kraai.
No,
but it's
also not the dove, neither diver.
Exactly, it's another one. It was those, and they were like on the traffic board, and I think a noise went off or car, and they were like flying like this, and then they came to the road. Instead of them like swerving or anything, they were just flying around, and then I drove into it and I was like, bro, it has to be you or me.
Did you brake? Did you try to
I did
slow
not
down?
It was on that Schiphol road. I can't do that.
Okay, you can't brake, but did you
second
slow down?
lane? I didn't.
No, you didn't.
I was like, this is you or me, bruh. I had to do it. Like it was that, but it's somehow a shock to me because you know me being sensitive as I am, you start thinking like, why were you here? You could have calculated this different so that your life could be great.
You feel guilty?
I do, man. I think I need some time. And I'm gonna go to my mechanic to help me get that bird because I see some feathers. I think the bird is in there. I see some blood there as well. No, man, I can't do it myself, so I'm definitely gonna arrange that. But yeah, that was by the way.
And then you have to take a day off to
get over it.
Yep, to get over it.
I mean, here in the Netherlands, right? People take a break for their cat and stuff. I can make an excuse from this.
I know for a bird, can I get a day off?
Exactly. I have to, solve this in my mental.
I have never had that.
You've never done? No, I've never done it before as well. Never.
Not a bird, not what do you call them? Rabbits or.
No, rabbit, man, I couldn't do that. But yeah,
happens.
With rabbits, I'm really like,
it happens.
How can you do that? I bet you it's either a BMW or an Audi that's been driving because those people that drive those cars drive wild anyway.
You cannot put that.
Yes, I will box them in. It even came in the newspaper that the most reckless drivers are Audis.
BMWs or Audis?
I think the last year one was Audis and the year before was BMW. So I am prejudiced with Audi drivers. Definitely. Anyway, news we just discussed, that Google and Facebook are requiring for their is it US based workers to get a vaccination before they return to the office.
Yes. So about that actually. It's I mean, people are not so surprised. It was bound to happen, and especially when you look at these big corporations.
Yeah.
And since like a corporation like Google, for instance, or Microsoft, you have these. They invest a lot of money in this, let's say, research and stuff.
Yeah.
Regarding to this COVID pandemic, like Bill Gates himself, he's been doing research on the next pandemic for like 10 years ago. He started showing interest in that. So you could imagine these corporations, they want to take the first step, or they want to lead this new way of going about with COVID, and so it was bound to happen that they, within their company, will come up with, let's say, either a new policy or a new way of work that, it's either going to make COVID easier or, going to help our lives, manage COVID a bit more. So this thing is really not a surprise. But the other thing is, I know Google, during the pandemic, they've actually managed to at least 40% of their employees, they restructured their contract and a lot of things. So even jobs that you could only do from the office, they restructured it that you can do a lot from home. And also they've I've read that they've reconstructed a lot of contracts where full-timers, or if you had to work on location, you can also decide, even after the pandemic, do 60% at home and 2 days at the office, or the other way around. So this is coming from the large corporations. Why are they doing it? Because again, they have that interest in everything behind in the medical aspect of COVID. So they just have to show, or they have to take the lead in in getting back to, or having a life with COVID.
Yeah.
And the government wasn't going to do it, so it's them.
Yeah.
But the government, especially in the Netherlands, because again, the Netherlands have said they're not going to mandate this through companies and this and that, or they'll see to it that it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
However, knowing how the Dutch are, they do care about money. Big corporations have power, whether we like it or not, right? So it's just a matter of time. The US government, for instance, will follow the big corporations. The Dutch will follow big corporations. Yeah, I think so. I think they will have such things. Yeah.
Right, because from what I understood, that by law, I don't know in which way or which article, blah blah, a government can do that. However, they did state that, if your employer requires that, they have the